What's up, players? We back in this bit. Shit, we about to have some predictions for. I got two videos. One, I got the some fighter predictions. Dustin Poirier versus Conor McGregor, and Calvin Kattar versus Max Holloway. So we gonna see what these fighters think. Fights are almost here, man. I think it's like 1 or 2 weeks. What are we? What's today's date? The fucking. I don't even know what's today's date, but anyways, yeah, it should be like about in a week or two. Today's the 5th. Yeah, like about 2 weeks. So we gonna see what these fighters think. I'm gonna see if I agree with them or if they just on some hating shit. We're gonna do the Dustin versus Conor right now. So let's get it started. Ready, set, go. Let's get it.
What do you think about his return, and how do you think he
RDA?
does in his rematch against Poirier?
I think he beat him once. I think Conor is a very good striker, and I think it's a good matchup for him. Poirier is a good matchup.
Yeah, that wasn't the question.
I think Conor beats Poirier again. I do think. I think the Conor that we saw step into the cage against Cowboy Cerrone in his last outing. I think that we didn't get to see much of his skill set, but his poise, his focus. He looked like Conor is a constant pinball of being extremely motivated and then kind of going off the rails a little bit. But I think a focused Conor McGregor goes out there and would be able to beat Poirier.
We'll see. We'll see if Poirier can take a shot.
Phenomenal in his last few outings, but I would have to give the slight edge to Conor.
I like that. I like that, Chandler.
To you when you were cage side, and that's the moment that stood out.
Paul
for you.
Felder, what you got?
I know obviously he's, you're thinking about this Saturday, and you're not thinking about.
I feel like Paul Felder's gonna choose Poirier. I don't know why.
I mean, I don't know if you noticed. I think it was on Tuesday. He tweeted.
That boy looked depleted, babe. Look at his eyes.
Your name. He mentioned 2 German names and then your surname afterwards. I don't know if you saw that. I don't know if he was implying that you're.
If he's talking about my name, which is more German, then let's talk about his Scottish name and how he's Scottish. Then so shut the fuck up.
Okay.
Go blow some.
Bro, can y'all ask him the question about the fight? I know nobody care about your name.
Obviously, your thoughts of his return and how you think his rematch goes down with Poirier.
Man, I think Poirier's a much different beast than obviously they were when they fought at 145 pounds.
Yep.
But I mean, listen, you can say what you want about Conor, and you can talk all the trash about me that he wants, but I think he's extremely skillful, and if Dustin tries to stand with him, I think it could be another crazy war, and I think it's anybody's fight at that point if they just plan on boxing with each other. So
I think they're gonna box. So I'll be honest.
It'll be a little more competitive this time. I think Dustin can bring it, and
maybe this thing goes for a takedown.
Early, and he doesn't have his drastic little weight cut since he'll be at 125 pounds and not down at 145. So yeah, it could be a good one.
So Conor and
Anthony Smith.
Too, maybe
Lock your doors, Smith. Sure, you guys
robbed
robbed the game, boy.
But how do you think that goes down a second time?
Well, I think the sport needs Conor.
Yeah, bro.
I don't want to say I don't think the sport needs him. I think it's a better place when Conor McGregor is around, when he's active. It's just exciting. The whole profile of the entire company rises when Conor is active.
So there's gonna be no fans, bro. It's gonna be kind of weird, low key, seeing Conor get in there.
Place right now, at least
no crowd.
It's really easy to kind of tell where Conor's at in life just by his social media. So he seems to be in a good place, Like if Conor's doing bad, it's very clear that Conor's doing bad. And that kind of
fighting boys at the bars,
and how he approaches the media and how he approaches trash talking his opponents.
Or not boys, like say grandfathers.
He seems like he's in a good place, which makes Conor very, very dangerous. I just think with a guy like Conor, you got to bring something different to the table, and as good as Dustin is, he's still very much a southpaw striker. And those guys are just gonna have a really hard time beating Conor. You got to bring something different. Like Khabib brought something different. You know, Nate Diaz brings something different. And
Really, what a
I
Nate
don't,
Diaz
I don't
bring?
know.
He's a southpaw
I
striker.
just think Conor's too good from the outside.
Jiu-jitsu? Yep, I guess.
Deal. I don't see a lot of people. I mean, who does shit like that to Cowboy? You know, it's only the best of the best.
Oh my God!
Especially
You stop it. Who does that? Well, Cowboy's hot, 55 years old.
Phenomenal to watch. You know, he's one of my favorite.
I'm not gonna lie, but he gets a little scared under pressure. I'm not gonna lie.
He's just
You know what I
great
mean?
everywhere as far.
He just kind of froze up.
But now that we've
Just
seen
not gonna lie.
Khabib fight a couple guys after Conor, I think it really elevates Conor's performance. So Conor was really in as bad of a place as he says he was going into that fight and barely trained for it. I mean, since Conor, how many guys have been taken down and gotten back up? Like, you know, and Poirier wasn't able to do it. Everyone thought Gaethje might have the answer. Gaethje wasn't able to do it.
KB got
Conor did
mauled.
it several times, and he survived in some really
Gaethje
bad situations. He was able to stay safe in a lot of those grounded situations when everyone else hasn't been able to. So
I don't know about safe. He was getting his ass beat. He was getting ground and pounded.
You know, as Khabib continued to fight, I think it really made Conor look better because no one's made it to the fourth round. You know, I suppose Ally Quinta did, but you know, it was a short notice thing, and Khabib was trying to prove something, and so I don't know. You know, I think I would pick Conor, but I wouldn't be shocked to see Poirier go in there and get it done, especially at 55. He's looked really good at 55.
Conor and Poirier too. How do you think that goes down?
Well, I believe that Poirier is better now than
Jack Hermanson. You just got your ass beat a couple of weeks ago.
Conor, you know, he's underrated in these times because he lost a couple of
Yeah, I
fights,
think
but
the fact that
I think
a lot of people are choosing Conor, saying that he's gonna win early. I think Dustin being the underdog and knowing he's the underdog, I think he's gonna.
Think he does it?
It's gonna help him a lot.
Or finish or?
Yeah, maybe TKO in round two with the finish from the stand up. But you know, Poirier, he might, if he's smart, he's gonna be looking at the other guys that beat Conor and see that Conor gets in trouble when he gets tired. So if he rests a little bit and keep a high pace in the fight, it could look differently. But if it's a pure stand-up fight, then I see Conor is gonna win.
Yeah.
So first of all, Conor McGregor and Dustin Poirier too. What do you think about that?
Fuck it, shoot for a takedown just to get him a little tired, you know.
Awesome fight. You know, this is gonna be at 55, right? Yeah, you know, I thought at the time Dustin Poirier was cutting way too much weight, you know, and
Damn, boy, your mustache perfect as hell.
Clean, right? But it's like those little lump shots.
Rob Font needs to do that. Trains with Calvin Cater.
Fall. Most of the time it's because they're cutting too much weight. You don't have they have no brain there. There's no water in their brain. So I want to see how he handles the power at 55.
Yep. That's gonna be the fucking
you know,
the main thing
I
right there.
See, like,
depending how he takes a shot.
He can cause a lot of trauma. But you saw what he did with Max Holloway. You know, and Max Holloway is a busy fighter, so I guess you can give him I would say the accuracy goes to McGregor, but the power could potentially go to Dustin. I'm kind of leaning to Dustin.
Conor do got some power.
Towards Dustin on this one.
Do you think
there you go.
Finish, or do you think it goes all 5 rounds?
I don't want to say finish, but I think it might go all 5 rounds.
Imagine Dustin finishes McGregor, bro, like TKO or knockout. That'd be crazy.
And who do you think comes out with the knockout?
He might submit his ass.
I think Conor is gonna win it again. If Conor's staying in check, it's always like he don't want to make the weight. He don't want to go down. He's like partying again a lot and all. I'm not sure. Poirier is such a sportsman. He's doing it. He's loving it. He's living it.
No disrespect, but I never heard you, my dog.
Different, but I think Conor's like his striking is better. It's on maybe 5 rounds. I think. Well, it's hard.
Yeah, if Dustin doesn't get knocked out, Dustin can push the pace for 5 rounds. We seen this shit against Hooker.
Poirier, because he's like he's more sympathetic. But I think
is Conor and Poirier
how do you think that
Yeah.
goes down a second time?
Yeah, I think both fighters are in a way different position now. You know, Poirier's been active and he's been looking better than ever. You know, putting on probably some of the best fights, you know, in the UFC.
Yep.
His boxing is second to none. His switching of stances and
His boxing
his
is nasty.
power is amazing. Conor has one of the best pull twos in the game. You know, that left hand is just sniper fast, accurate. Um, I see a different fight. You know, I don't think the fight's going to end really quickly. I think Poirier is going to get, you know, gritty in there and make it a tough fight for Conor. Maybe even see Poirier utilize some wrestling, some grappling, because I think he has the edge there. But I think in the end, Conor is just the superior striker as far as accuracy and finishing ability with one shot. And I think if Conor could land that left hand again, at some point he could hurt Poirier again. I just think it'll happen later on in the fight.
I think Conor hurt
Mike
his elbow last
Grundy.
time in that knockout. You know, I think
Who's
Conor's going to
this?
win that, and I think he's going to win it by. He's going to win it by a TKO.
I don't know. Dustin try to go for a takedown, but we seen Conor got some. That's about it. We seen Conor got some good takedown defense. You know, not just against Khabib, but even the Nate Diaz fight. Nate tried to take. I think that second fight, Nate Diaz tried to take him down a couple times, and he wasn't going. And he was tired. It was like what, 5th round. I know he got that last takedown in the 5th round, but he tried to go for a couple takedowns before that, and he couldn't. But we'll see if Dustin could take him down, keep him down. I think if Dustin's able to keep, you know, just take him down for a little bit, at least keep him down for a little bit in the beginning rounds, you know, just to slow him down, you know, even just a little bit. That's always, that'll be a plus for Dustin if you could just slow down Conor just a little bit, you know, just to get that power off of McGregor in those early rounds. I think that'll pretty good for him. But yeah, let me know who you guys got in the comments, bro. I made my prediction earlier this couple months ago. Gotta stick with my prediction. I got Dustin winning the fight. About to drop another video right now. So I'm outies. Peace.